Hello, divine beings. Hello, divine creators. We are Kemet. Thank you so much for joining us. Let us see what is available for everyone at this time. Ooh. Valavesh, rakiesh, rikriesh katur talavalava, talo kiosh katir. Rizarekiesh kiazatur talazatora vire katur talava. Rikesh. Yato. Okay, we have received the information. Let us now continue with the integration. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in. Valavesh raki raturo talavalosh kiaturosh. Deep breath out. Valosh. Kiesh kiatur talavarosh. Deep breath in. Kivish ratur talavalosh kiaturo talavarosh. Deep breath out. Kiviresh kiatur talazatosh kiatir. Deep breath in. Kivish kiatur talazatosh kiazaro veresh. And a deep breath out. Kilaturosh. Keep breathing at your ease. Vira vira kiresh kiresh kiaturo talavala veresh kati. Rayesh katuro tave. Miyato. Sacred justice. Kitoro talavesh kiatu. Favorable outcome. Kiratola valavesh. Timing. Divine. All of you are going through interesting changes and experiences at this time. We referred this to the shedding of things, the shedding of the old skin, the shedding of the old layers, the shedding of the old behaviors, the shedding of the old experiencings, the shedding of that which no longer aligns with your highest frequency at this time. It's an uncomfortable period, for you are ready for the more to come. You are ready for the abundance. You are ready for the honoring of your experience. And yet you are still feeling moments of frustration, of stress, of irritation, of anxiety, of disbelief, of not trusting, of lack of faith. And we would like you to know this is a shedding. You are not failing. You are not regressing. These emotions and these experiences are coming to the surface in order for you to realize a new perspective on what's causing the frustration. Because you are in a new space now. And the energies are asking you not to react to the emotions of stress, frustration, or whatever you're feeling, but to respond as source to them, because there's a new why. There is a new why. It's not an old why. The experiences are not of the old illusion, of the suffering, of the punishment, or of the healing, or of the cleansing, or of the karma, or of the lesser frequencies, or whatever it might be. And when we say lesser, we don't mean lower. There's no better or lower. It's just the different frequency pitches. You're no longer learning the lessons in the denser frequencies. You're learning them in the high frequencies, the frequencies which are more true to you. And so these emotions are of the new frequencies, the golden energies, the richer experiencings, the abundances, the source energies. For example, we have aligned to work on a project, and this project requires some finances on our part, and so we have received the go-ahead from Source, and Source is saying, no, do it. And we're saying, but Source, we haven't really received the finances. In fact, there's been a huge restructuring of our finances lately, so we don't know how. And so saying, just do it. And we're thinking, just do it. Just do it. And frustration ensued. Oh, we've been doing so much work and still not really doing it, and we just found ourselves back in those energies. Like, whoa, why are we back in our heads? Why are we back in this lackful energy? Why are we back here? What's going on? What's happening, Source? And then the person who we're doing this project with, we told them, look, finances aren't really looking where we would hoped, so maybe we can postpone this. And like, no, don't worry, let's do it anyway. And then we'll work out a plan in which you will be able to do it in installments, or we'll be able to work it out. Don't stress. However is okay with you, we're okay with it. And we're like, okay, checking in sources, this do okay. Of course, we said, go ahead, work it out. Again, we're feeling, oh, now, it's a burden, now this person, now we have to work out this, and frustration, abundance, nah, 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 nah. Why are we back here? Why are we feeling this? Nah, nah, nah. And we realized, we had this understanding today. We tend to require to plan, to decide what is required for things. So, for example, this project that we're working on, oh, we need this money for this project. So this money has to come before the project. It has to come before so that we can pay the person, so that's accomplished. Now we're free and we're happy and they're happy. Now there's no more drama. There's no, everything is happy and clear. Look at that old response, that old fear response, that old conditioned response. Just want to make sure that everything is clear, and Source is saying, look at how you need to prepare for it. That project is meant to be. That project is meant to be the timing. Excuse the microphone, hope it hasn't been too frictiony. That project is meant to be. The timing is exactly as it's meant to be on that day. Whether the money comes before, at the time, or after is inconsequential. Stop deciding that in order for the project to be successful, the resources have to come before. The resources will come through when aligned. And when aligned, it will be divine timing. And when the person who you're co-creating with receives it, it'll be exactly when they truly require it, need it, or when it truly serves them best. Because Source, we, the sacred divine frequencies within you, are aligning this to be. Trust what we are aligning to be. Stop operating from how you need to prepare yourself to be in order not to experience a sense of being a burden, or a sense of being frustrated or not enough or lackful, or whatever it is the conditioning has made you feel, or has taught you to react and respond in a survival, or in a people-pleasing, or in how to manage situations and how to manage experiences. A very different learning from the past lesson of how this is to be. Give us a moment as we repair this mic. There we go. Apologies. As it flips, it rubs on our skin, or if we're wearing a vest on the fabric and causes some static, we trust you haven't been experiencing that. So we felt, oh, this is very different. This is asking us to be very unknown, not to prepare for the experience, to simply trust this is meant to happen, and everything will align when it aligns, and the co-creative people and experiences will be okay with when things come in, not to decide we need to do this now in order for them to feel okay, in order for them to feel comfortable, but to trust that Source, when it happens, it'll happen. How they react to it is meant to be the experience we're learning. How we are feeling is meant to show us, oh, look at how you are still holding the resources coming before, responsible for the moment, the preparation before, responsible for the experiencing, the preparation before, responsible for the other person's emotions, you holding yourself responsible for the other person's emotions, because that is how you honor another person's agreement, by being prepared and making sure that everything is ticked. Error, poof. So it was an interesting understanding, and we're like, okay, we see now, very different from the past when okay, why did we need the preparation for? Oh no, we just enjoy knowing that things are working and things are aligning. We just really, it's nice to be able to be prepared for certain things that are destined. And that is a whole different learning where, yes, we release money from being responsible, we release these external things from responsible, and we were able just to call it in and everything worked out fluidly. But this was like, no, but if this doesn't align, Source, we are happy to release it, because we were saying, no, Source, we're happy to postpone this. And I'm sure the person's happy, but Source is like, no, do it. And the other person's saying, no, do it. So it's like, this is weird, because we don't feel that we are ready for it in the ways in which people usually are ready for it. We are physically ready for it, but what we need to bring, the resources we need to bring, are not yet available. So that readiness we thought we had to be is also saying, irrespective. It's not even a thing. So there is this space where Source is saying we are shedding ways which still limit us from experiencing the wholeness of us in new perceptions and new perspectives, right? Because in the past, perhaps if we told the person, look, we can't make it, surely postpone, and they said, okay, let's postpone, then the frustration will be like, oh, Source, you still don't have it, we can't do it when we wanted to do it. So then that is a lesson we're learning there, right? Or if the person would then cancel, oh, Source, the person's cancelled, not reliable, then that would be the lesson we're learning, to release them responsible for the moment happening, to release having that project happen as being responsible for our well-being. So all of those layers were different, right? If the project was cancelled because the person decided to cancel or postpone it because we couldn't come with the resources, it's us releasing the project from being responsible for our happiness, being responsible for us having a good time. If Source said no, let's release it, then it's us again releasing whatever the co-creative component would have been for being responsible for our happiness at that time. And now, because Source says, let's do it, and the person saying, let's do it, and I'm ready for this, it is simply release the resources from being responsible for the process having to happen, for you to be comfortable about having it happen, for you to have a good time. So all these different components, right? And Source is saying it's going to happen, you're going to have the best time, the co-creative people are going to have the best time, it's going to be abundant. And us deciding that we are lacking because we can't bring what's the part of the agreement. And Source is saying, but you are bringing it. The person is happy for you to bring it whenever it suits you at a later state. They have said, whenever you are happy, whenever you are ready, go for it. So we are the only ones stressing about it. We're the only ones holding ourselves in this guilt of not enoughness, and this shame and frustration and this angst of lack, which isn't there because the project is a go, Source is a go, we're ready for the go, we have enough for it to happen now, and whatever else is needed will happen at a later stage, when everything aligns, right? We trust, we know that we have almost repeated this scenario, but we wish for the new learning that we're experiencing to come across for you to understand it clearly. It is fascinating being on this side of experiencing, as we're sure all of you are also experiencing it. And Source is saying, stop being reactive and frustrated about the situations not going your way, and understand they're going your way, truly. It's just not going the way you expect them to happen. It's not going the way you are hoping it'll happen in order for you to navigate the safest path to it happening because of past experiences and the ways and the trauma and the reactions of the past. As we keep saying to all of you, don't punish the new with the old. And we're also learning it this way, in a different way. We didn't think we were punishing the new experience with the old by trying to facilitate it and control it and manage it in a way. We thought, but it's a good thing for us to be able to honor this person in time for the project. And Source is saying, well-meaning and everything, but it's not required. Why are you depriving yourself a good time because you decide you are lacking when what you have decided you need has to be there when it's not needed, because the person doing this with you is saying it's not needed and we're saying it's not needed. You're the only one who has a delusion of the need of it, because you keep thinking you need to be perfect. And you believe that should you not be able to tick every box, you're going to be a disappointment and you're going to be shunned or rejected or in trouble or whatever it is that your past experiencings as Lessala had been. The learning is truly eternal. We're really understanding the many different layers in which humanity has programmed themselves to disallow themselves freedom. For if we truly release the need for us to have our ducks in a row before this happens and realize the people co-creating the project are happy for us to be there in the capacity we are now, Source is saying go for it. And we're the only ones reacting to this and making it a whole palaver about abundance and lack all over again, when Source is saying it's literally about timing. Right now, you're exactly where you need to be, and you have enough for what you need. Don't you have a shelter? Yes. Don't you have food? Yes. Don't you have the means to get there and come back, travel? Yes. Don't you have the means to support yourself right now for the next few days and weeks? Yes. So where exactly, what's happening? Why panicking? Because Source, we need to save, we need to budget, we need to be on top of things. And I thought on this path I would now be on top of things. And Source is saying on this path you are on top of things, but not in the way of the human on top of things, in the ways of Source on top of things. And those ways are unknown. And you're going to discover them. Okay. So divine beings, be gentle with yourselves, and we say this to ourselves as much as we say it to you. Be gentle with yourselves. Be loving. Release the reaction. Respond. Okay, Source. Fascinating. This is how the experience is happening. Oh, we feel a discomfort for not being able to pay the amounts agreed upon for this project to happen at the time of the project or before, or just when it's done. We feel weird that the person is happy for this to happen this way. Trust. We feel weird that you're also just saying it's okay and everything will work out. Trust. We feel weird that we are allowed to not be prepared. Trust. That's where the healing is. Okay. We are perfect where we are right now. Whatever Source is guiding us to, wherever Source is guiding us, whatever Source is guiding us towards, whatever is a yes, let's do it, let's do it. Should the beings we are co-creating with or the experience we're co-creating with be okay with us as we are right now, accept it, okay. We're not lacking, we're not lacking. We're not unprepared, we're not unprepared. We're not sloppy, we're not sloppy. We're not complacent, we're not complacent. We're not lacking, we're not lacking. We have everything we need, we have everything we need. So much so that the beings co-creating the project are happy just to have us there. Wow, okay, we are truly abundant at all times. Thank you. We can allow ourselves breathing space. We can let go of control. Oh, okay, we can stretch a bit more. We can allow ourselves fun without needing to tick the boxes of what we need to be or how we need to be before we can allow ourselves fun. Okay. And we can trust that the people and the person who's involved said it's okay, so they mean it's okay. They're not going to just turn on us all of a sudden out of the blue. Because in the past, people said it's okay, and then all of a sudden, crazy happens. So we're going to trust crazy is not going to happen. We're going to trust that Source, you are true Source, you are sovereign Source. So when you say yes, it's not the old conditions of old where we said yes, and then you saw yourself in the ground because, hey, you had to be worthless. You had to surrender yourself to greater power. You had to give up your power in order for you to receive. Already a frequency which wasn't serving us to begin with. We're just going to trust that as we just step into this new space, into this new place, into this new exploration, this new transformed frequency, that everything is covered. That the co-creative experiences we're having now, we can trust. We can trust the agreements. We can trust the love we are receiving. We are safe. Okay, we are safe. And we can trust ourselves. We can trust the intuitive promptings. We can trust the feel for this experience, this relationship, this project, whatever it is, feels aligned, feels resonant, feels beautiful. We can trust that feeling of beauty. It's not born of expected beauty. It's not born of programmed, conditioned beauty. It's programmed of, I have no idea why it feels beautiful. We have no idea why it feels aligned. It's inspired from a space. I don't know. We have no idea why, but it feels amazing. And we're going to discover it on that day. And we can trust this. We can trust the discovery on that day. We can trust however that person, the people respond is real and true. They're not going to turn on us. We can trust Source that you have us. You've got our back. You're not going to abandon us. We can trust this space. Kiriatur talavalave kiazato vemiash. Riva kiesh kitur talavavesh kiato. Tarove talavalave kriakatulo. Viriash kazatir talozato veme. Viriarakesh. We release the old eyes of perceiving. Faroturovesh. We cleanse the eyes of seeing, viaturosh, and understanding and perceiving. We bring new eyes of observation, of wisdom, of Source. New eyes, new understanding, new perceiving of the experiences, of the emotions, of the unknown. Rikiatalavalavamata. Viravaresh Gati. You are safe. You can trust the energies you are now feeling in the space you are in. Beautiful beings, we are running a special for February for our solar return month. We ran it, we think the first time we ran it in July, because of the 7. We enjoyed lucky number 7. And last year we ran it in February for our solar return, and we just felt aligned at this time to run it in February. And so the one-on-one and the alchemy lessons with Kemet at a discounted price, and you will find the price online. So should you feel inspired, we look forward to connecting with you. You can also book for later months if you're inspired to connect with us later. As long as you book it in the month of February, you'll receive the discount for whenever you book. And thank you for being with us. Thank you for joining us. We are finally feeling close. You know, when we say pull yourself together, we enjoyed pull yourself closer to yourself, as close as you can. And we're definitely feeling ourselves closer to ourselves enough to begin with this, with the regular uploads. So we'll be uploading more regularly, and we'll also be completing the 2025 yearly integrations on the Kemet.oracle site. So we look forward to Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. It seems that January had to be in the unknown, and now in February we may have a little bit of insight as to what's happening this year. So we're excited to bring those through. So look out for those. And we're also planning to, or we got inspired to bring through a subscription. The membership. YouTube has a membership subscription feature. We do not know what will be on there. We try to plan, try to understand what new thing can we bring through, and sources looked at us like, there we go again. Present creation, not so presenting. No, so present. So we will set it up and we shall record, and when we record in that moment, we will know what exactly we are offering in the membership. And so when we have set it up, we'll let you all know, and should you feel aligned for any extra integrations, any whatever it is we will bring through, for it will also be quite a surprise for us. You will then know and experience. So we're excited for that new energy. You can find us on TikTok. You can find us on OnlyFans, where we are continuing our alchemy lessons and alchemy sessions. And of course, Kemet.oracle, our tarot and crystal weaving and spell work frequencies. And we look forward to being able to bring through regular frequencies at a more regular pace. We finally feel settled in the new energies we have integrated for this new year. Thank you so much for being here with us within Divine Love. We appreciate each and every single one of you, and we will see you very soon. Take care.